Good morning. My name is Leslie Moore, and I'm the recruitment coordinator here at Lakeland. Thank you for joining us for our student panel this morning. I want to thank all of our student panel participants for volunteering their time. When our guests registered for our open house, they had the opportunity to submit questions for our student panel, and we're going to go through those questions and give everybody a chance to respond. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing I'm going to ask, if everybody in the group would please just go through the line and introduce yourself and let us know what high school you attended. Grace, if you want to get started us, that'd be great.
Hi, my name is Grace Romick, and I graduated from the class of 2020 from Harvey High School.
Hi, my name is Jessica Ailes. I graduated from Geneva High School in 2009 through attending the Ashtabula County Vocational School.
Hi, my name's Tim Carlisle, and I graduated from Mayfield in 2016.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Lessline. I graduated Wycliffe High School in 2010.
Hi, I'm Rachel Tidwell. I graduated from West Geauga High School in 2018.
All right, wonderful. Thank you. If we could just also go through the line again, and if you guys could each let us know what it was about Lakeland that made you choose Lakeland. Why was Lakeland the best choice for you?
Affordability was one of my top reasons why I chose Lakeland, because there was another four-year school in Ohio that I was looking at attending, but it was a private school, and then I realized it would have cost around $100,000 for 4 years there. And then also the honors program was a big asset as to why I chose Lakeland, because it has many opportunities for leadership and scholarship.
So I am actually an Air Force veteran, and I got out of service in 2017. When I got home, I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do with my life, and one of my friends suggested Lakeland to me because they have an excellent veterans program.
So the reason that I chose Lakeland is because not only did my dad and uncle attend Lakeland in the late 80s or in the early 90s, but when I went to visit campus, it just felt right for me. I really loved the community college aspect. And like the other panelists mentioned, you can't beat the affordability of community college.
And I chose Lakeland because of affordability and location were obvious factors, but I also know quite a few relatives and friends that attended Lakeland and had awesome experiences.
Affordability and location are definitely a big thing. It's a lot cheaper than staying somewhere and like paying for room and board and like a food plan and everything. My mom went to Lakeland, and like I have friends that go there and stuff.
All right, wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. This is a question that might not apply to everybody, so if it does apply to you, if you just want to raise your hand, and that is, did any of you start out at Lakeland as a CCP student, which stands for College Credit Plus? And if so, what made you stay to continue your education here at Lakeland? Does that apply to anybody? Grace?
Yes, I started at Lakeland as a CCP student, and I had an overall good experience with it, and it got me introduced to what the college experience was like, as well as what it was like being a student at Lakeland. So that definitely was, that helped me want to attend Lakeland and continue my studies there.
Wonderful. Grace, could you tell us how many years of CCP did you do? Did you just do your senior year? Did you do a couple?
I did a few classes here and there. Um, um, I did two classes my senior year, one in the fall and one in the spring, and that had the biggest impact on me.
All right, wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. This is a question for the whole group. If you could just let us know what it is that you do that helps you juggle your class schedule, all your homework, and working if you also have a job at the same time. Do you have any tips for the group?
For me, what I found works best is planning ahead. I like to make sure that I can focus certain time on college as well as focus certain time on work and relaxation. And luckily, I'm able to split my schedule where I focus on work some days and then focus on school.
My biggest lesson with this was definitely getting a guidance counselor to help you schedule your classes to balance with your lifestyle. And most importantly, buy yourself one of these bad boys so you can just make sure that you have everything scheduled out. And then you can like coordinate to plan.
So my biggest piece of advice to managing work and the college schedule and everything all at the same time is definitely what they told me at orientation in the fall of 2016. And that is to get active and engaged. The more active and engaged you are with the college, the more successful you'll be. That's a direct quote back from the orientation over 4 years ago. I still remember it. And that piece of advice I stuck with and ran with it. And it is the reason I'm on the panel in front of you today. I got active and engaged, and it's helped me find success. So that's the best way to manage the schedule and independence of college for me.
All right, and I'm going to piggyback off Tim a little bit here. I also got involved on campus and picked up a few student worker positions through the federal work study program. And it is great because they are very flexible with your schedule. So you could have like, I've had many variations of a class schedule for each semester, and every time they've accommodated me. So that makes it extremely easy to manage.
I like to make to-do lists. That just helps me kind of like map out what I need to do. And like my work schedule is pretty consistent, and like I have like a couple days of the week. Like Thursdays are my days that I usually like get everything done because like I don't usually work on Thursdays, and like then I have my online class at like it is in like the middle of the day. But I also got involved. I am in one of the clubs through SEAL. I used to work at the school my freshman year. I worked in Breakers. That was interesting. And then I worked at Cardinal, but that wasn't like through Lakeland. They were just a partnership with Lakeland. And yeah, I don't know. Getting involved was really good for me. It gave me like a place to like be and like make friends and like, you know, feel like I had like my own little like niche.
Rachel, when you say Cardinal, are you referring to the Cardinal Community Credit Union?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, there is a branch on campus.
Yeah, that's the one I worked out.
All right, wonderful. Thank you. Thank you all. Another question that was submitted that's for the whole group, and that is, can you just let us know if do you feel safe on campus?
Yes, I feel safe on campus. I've even taken a few evening classes at Lakeland, and I've never felt threatened or felt unsafe.
I feel extremely safe on campus. I got extremely involved with the Veterans Program and the Student Veterans of America organization. I got to know the police department really well, and I assure you that there's an excellent team that helps protect the campus and keep everyone safe, and they're readily available to any problems or issues that you have.
So myself being a very large male, I'm very privileged, and I have always felt safe on campus. But not only because of that, we do have a full-time police department that is absolutely amazing. They're very friendly. I've made friends with them over my time at Lakeland, and they have a variety of amazing services to provide for students to feel safe. They'll escort you to your car at night if you're taking classes, like Grace mentioned. If you're having issues getting into your car, they can help you. If you've got a flat tire, they can help you. There's just so many things that the Lakeland Police Department does that helps me feel safe on campus. They're a great resource.
All right. And yeah, I also feel safe. Never been threatened or anything, felt, unsafe, never had a reason to. Also being an orientation leader, it's a part of the tour to show everybody, where the police phones are located on campus. So that's always helped me feel, more secure. And there's also the safety app that you can download, which is the campus police app.
I've never felt unsafe at the school. I mean, there's always like the cops walking around like at all times, so that's assuring. If we ever need a door open or something to somewhere, like if we're after hours at the school for like doing whatever for like cab or setting up, they'll open the doors for you, and that's nice because you just dial and someone's always there.
All right, wonderful. Well, thank you. This is a question that might not apply to everybody, and it might, I don't know. And that is, it's a two-part question. Have you utilized the tutoring services in the Learning Center? And if so, would you recommend them? Jessica, do you want to go?
Sure. I definitely utilize the Learning Center a lot. They have a testing center as well. So if there was a happenstance where you missed an exam or anything, and you let your professor know, you can take your test in the testing center. Also, they have an excellent team of tutors, and anytime I have ever had struggles, I just go into the tutoring center and I've always received the help I needed. And even during virtual learning, I needed help writing a paper, and I was able to get in with the writing center that very same day, and we fixed the issues and I got an A on my paper. So I highly recommend the Learning Center.
Wonderful, thank you. Grace, I think you had your hand up too.
Yeah, I've good experiences with the Learning Center as well. When it comes to tutoring, or also, like Jessica said, the Writing Center, they have a lot of open availability that can fit with your schedule, and they have a lot of tutors and people from the Writing Center that can help you out. And I found that it helped me practice things that I needed to work on, as well as get things clarified and things that I had questions on. And I think it's a great resource that students should take advantage of. It is free, and also sometimes professors will even give you bonus points for going to the Writing Center and using that resource.
Wonderful, thank you. Becca, I think I saw your hand up.
Yeah, so I've used the Writing Center quite a few times on campus, and I think it's a great resource. It's always like very helpful, at least for me, to hear feedback from another source, not just your teacher, because it's going to be the same tone of feedback every time from the same person. When you hear different angles, different perspectives, it can help you wrap your head around different concepts. I think that's really helpful. I would recommend it 100%.
Great, wonderful. And then Tim, I think you had your hand up.
So everything all the panelists said have been amazing, and almost as amazing as the people down in the Learning Center themselves. They're very personable people. Chad and Suzanne have helped me over my time at Lakeland, and like the panelists said, all the tutoring down in the Learning Center is free, and it's there for students to take advantage of. That's something else that we point out on the tours at orientation. And honestly, like the panelists said, you can get extra credit for some classes for certain professors for going down there. They have amazing services. And if you take a paper to the Writing Center, it's almost guaranteed that your paper will go up a whole letter grade. As long as you take something to work with there, they can coach you through it and help you to raise your paper by a whole letter grade. And they told me that, and my mom, who was with me at orientation, like almost broke my rib, elbowing me, like, you need to take advantage of that. That's huge. So the Writing and Learning Center, amazing. The tutoring, phenomenal. and I highly recommend you take advantage of it.
Wonderful. Thank you. Jessica, did you have something else you wanted to add?
I did. We talked about the Writing Center a lot, but I didn't want to discount all the other subjects available for tutoring because I have utilized the math in minutes through a lot of my math classes and chemistry classes. And also the math in minutes section, there's actually students that are tutoring students too. So it kind of becomes a little community. And that's another way to engage with and learn, meet other students on campus.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. Rachel, did you have anything on that?
Yeah, I really enjoy the Learning Center because it made math super easy because it was nice to have someone to walk me through, like, the math in minutes or math by minutes or something. I can't remember what it's called, but they have something like that. And I also like how they have like the one room where, let's say you have to take like an official test or something, or like you have to take an exam for like et cetera or whatever. I mean, there's a lot of computers. It's a nice space, good computer lab. And you're like assured that your stuff's not gonna get stolen because like they have like the little lock boxes and yeah.
Okay. All right, wonderful. Well, thank you. Thank you, everybody, for that. So this is a question, and I think it's the last one for the whole group, and that is, what has your overall experience at Lakeland been like?
Overall, my experience at Lakeland has been positive, and I received a good education and I'm meeting new staff and new students who are willing to answer any questions I have and be supportive. And anything from getting to involved on campus, I met students and helped me.
I have loved my experience at Lakeland. I have had nothing but success and doors to opportunity open, and it honestly changed my life. I've met friends that will last for a lifetime, and I just can't even express how wonderful the professors that I have are and how accommodating all the faculty and staff is.
My experience at the Lakeland Community College has been nothing short of remarkable. Honestly, when I first came to Lakeland, I saw the slogan that opportunity starts here, but it wasn't until that I actually started actively engaging with the college that I realized how much opportunity really does start right here at Lakeland. And the community college aspect has been absolutely incredible for me. I can't walk through the hallways without seeing a friend I made in college or a friend of a friend from high school or just someone I know. And it's a really great feeling. I always feel like I've got a community with me, and it's awesome. So my experience at Lakeland has been absolutely incredible.
Yeah, my experience has also been great. Having worked, a few different positions on campus as a student worker, I've made a lot of friends, through those programs. I also had amazing professors, picked up a few awesome referrals for the future, and just made awesome connections all the way around when it comes to professional relationships and personal relationships.
My experience with Lakeland has been good because I have made a lot of friends and it's given me a lot of chances to meet good people. The Women's Center has been nice. People in the Steel office. Learning Center's good. Just overall, the staff's very giving. They have a lot of opportunities for you to I don't know, kind of benefit from what they have to offer.
Wonderful, wonderful. Now, Rachel, when you say SEAL, is that student engagement and leadership? What the clubs and organizations are run out of. Right.
Mm-hmm.
All right, wonderful, wonderful. All right, so this is the last question. It might not. If you guys just want to raise your hand if it does apply to you, and then we'll go around. Are any of you close to graduating? And if so, what are your plans for after graduation? Becca?
I will be graduating either the spring or the summer will be my last semester, 2021. After that, I will be transferring to Kent State. So that'll be fall of 2021 that I'll be transferring there. And I'm majoring in geology. So I've just been taking as many science courses as I can at Lakeland that will transfer over appropriately.
All right, wonderful. Wonderful, great. Tim, I think you had your hand up.
So I graduated in the class of 2020 from Lakeland Community College. I actually graduated remotely. And my plans after this semester, because I actually came back to Lakeland, I am 4 credits away from earning a video production and broadcast certificate. So I'm taking up those last few classes, trying to finish those now that I've been taking for a few years. And I'm planning on transferring to Cleveland State through the Holden University Center and pursuing a Bachelor of Arts in Organizational Leadership, which is one of the programs they have over there. So, yeah.
Wonderful. And then I think, Jessica, you had your hand up.
I did. I graduated spring of this year, May 2020, and I earned 2 degrees at the same time, one in my Associates of Arts and my Associates of Science. And now I am also, along with Tim, working through transferring to Cleveland State University through the Holden Center partnership. So I'm really excited about that. And I think we're going for the same degree too, because I'm going for organizational leadership.
All right, wonderful. All right, wonderful. Thank you, guys. Did anybody else have anything they wanted to share there? I just want to make sure I didn't miss any hands. All right, well, that is our full list of questions. I want to thank the student panel volunteers this morning for your time and for sharing your information with us. I also want to thank our guests who submitted questions so that we could put the panel together. And this concludes our student panel question and answer session. Thank you.